Chip, why'd you take that cut-off scrap?
So this is, we're not making...
Chip, no. Drop.
Remember what they did at CrankBait.
Drop.
It's only $157.
Drop.
We can't be late.
Drop.
$150,000, bringing in $4,000
Drop.
month after 401k contributions, and after 10 minutes? Yeah.
Hey, man. I don't mean to intrude, but I just walked like 2 miles to get to this spot. You mind if I fish here too? Here, I'll let you use one of my baits. I make my own. They're cool. I'll let you. Here, you can have one. I'll give you a bait, man. You like soft plastics? Dude, you want a bait? Wow, dude. I think my nose is broke. Keep your fancy baits at my fishing spot. I'll find a different spot. I said, you keep your fancy baits out my fishing spot. Probably gonna call Morgan & Morgan too. Also, make sure you're okay. Seek medical attention if necessary. Probably gonna need a police report. Contact your insurance. But as for the legal representation, with Morgan & Morgan, you can literally submit a claim from your couch and not have to get up. From your phone within 8 clicks, you can have a lawyer and your claim submitted. Pretty crazy. If you're ever in an accident and you think it's too much of a hassle to get a lawyer, start a claim. In modernized fashion, you can submit your claim, have it reviewed by a lawyer, you can sign documents, you can upload pictures, you can share medical records, you can do all of this from your cell phone on your couch. And you only pay if they win. No upfront costs, no sign-up fees. If you don't win your case, you pay nothing. All the calls, the meetings, the texts, the time, all of that, free. if you don't win your case. It's crazy. Morgan & Morgan's recovered over $15 billion for their clients. They got 4,000 people on staff working to help you with your case anytime. They will make it as painless as possible. You don't just get a lawyer, you get a dedicated legal team. Even customer care specialists focused on getting you maximum settlement. So if you're in an accident, if you're injured in an accident, first thing you should be thinking of, check out Morgan & Morgan. We're gonna go pretty shallow with this lip angle. We're not gonna have it steep like that. There being a prop on the back of this bait. Where's my prop? There's my prop. It's not gonna allow for a lot of this angle swimmageness. There's the correct term. We're gonna go for this body roll with a prop on the back. And you need a nice shallow lip angle for a good body roll. You want the water to be shedding off the sides, making it do like that. But yeah, another decision I made is a line tie like that, going through the lip. 1/8 inch cylinder burr bit chucked up in the Dremel. Just dropped it and it got caught in my shirt right there. Twist it the other way. It didn't even tear my shirt. Okay, let's be more careful. Very shallow angled lip right there. That's nice. I'm gonna polish up the edges and everything. There's a big gap in that lip slot, but it's just gonna be filled with 5-minute epoxy. Securing that lip in there, it'll be fine. Half-inch hole. Lead's hot. Kind of dripped some in the wrong spot right there, whoops. This is the first time for me using JB Weld 5-minute epoxy. Oops. That was baking soda. Meant to do the microspheres. Hopefully calcium carbonate doesn't react with this 5-minute epoxy at all. That'd be annoying. Gotta scuff those lips up. I'm liking this JB Weld 5-minute epoxy. It seems a little bit thinner, which means it's gonna soak into the wood a little better. And have all the opportunity to adhere. Look at that. Perfect amount of squeeze out. Came right up flush with the edge of the bait and that big gap in the lip slot. I put it in the vise just like that, straight upright. After making sure that lip is perfectly straight. I think I'm just gonna dip this. I put a screw eye down there at the bottom for the front hook hanger. We got that 5-minute epoxy fully set. This is the triple thick. Couldn't quite dip it and get full coverage around the lip there, so I broke the brush out. Starting with white.
Okay, so I mean, we have right, so she's gonna get married probably.
That is just a bonkers thing to put into a clear coat, that color shift powder. But I'm going for a crazy colorful shad. And I want to get some fleshy tones into those carving grooves. It looks like that's gonna do it. That looks nice. That's gonna spin for about 4 hours or so. We'll put all the details on it. I went pretty dark. I want the scales and all the other details to be pretty light. There, we got the window screen on. We're gonna brighten all this up. There is a wicked fastback green in there, so it's gonna be like a dark blue that at different angles shows up as a gold, super strong gold. Need to put this in the right spot. I wanna put it like right where it starts to bend on the flank, right there. Hopefully that shows up really definite, you know? Silver. And watching for this stuff to not go away as I spray it. That's looking really good. A little bit of that stuff. Don't even know what that is. We got a little bit of that. I'm kind of scared of what I just did there, so I'm gonna tame it down with a little bit of pearl white. Scale reveal. Man, I really hope that orange, there's actually wicked oxide red, but orange stuff down there looks okay. Went out on a limb. You know, all that color just kind of went away. It's good. I like how the purple transferred. The yellow line transferred well into that orange stuff. Like, bruising, stuff happened. It looks good. There's more painting to do. It's looking good. Dude, that color in the first clear coat that we added with the orange was a complete success because it matches what I put in the scales there perfectly. It's like a dirty oxidized blood trail, you know? Nice and subtle, very natural. And that's a very cohesive paint scheme. Purples, chartreuses, golds, greens, but very bright still, shad-like. It just makes sense. That looks beautiful. Some silver on the ends of those plates. That is some good color transition to that greenish blue down there. Pearly wine iris. I don't think I've ever done that before. Pearl wine iris. A lot of the time red, just straight red, can be too much. That'll strike a nice balance. I punched some holes out of some adhesive aluminum tape. That always looks a lot better than just trying to paint the backs of the eyes silver. Just get some actual metal in there. Much more reflective. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm still gonna add a little bit of color to all that, but it's reflecting the correct way. Just one little corner of these eyes, gonna get some chartreuse. There's that little bit of chartreuse detail in the gills right there, and that'll line up with the bottom of the eye. That was the plan. Lovely.
Right? I was definitely doing that.
This is not something.
Time for clear coat. I got another one to do. I have no idea what you would call that. I just went for something. I like it though. Fresh off the rotisserie, we have this delectable looking purplish shad with a bunch of beautiful details between and in the scales. That's a satisfying paint job to me. I really like it. This is what we're doing now. Some different size options for blades on the back. I even got a Quattro. Look at that beast. I got these crazy things. These are like topwater buzz type stuff. Probably a little too much, these are. I'm gonna rule out the smallest one. Those two double blades are gonna be an option, and then we'll test the Quattro in the test tank. Here's how we're rigging up. This is just like a spacer plate. It's pretty thick, I like it. It came inside of a big plug hardware assortment pack from Lure Parts Online. I just dumped it out right there and chose what I wanted. There's a bunch of stuff in here. And then we have the blade positioned the correct way. And we have the back of the bait. We're gonna throw this on there just like that and send that screw eye home. Go home, buddy. Not all the way home though. That blade needs space. There's an absolute chopper on the back of that. Wow, cool. So as it's cranking and spinning at the same time, I don't know what kind of effect the treble hook's gonna have. If it's gonna stop this blade, if it's just gonna spin nicely and dangle back there and never impede, who knows? Ow. Just slammed my finger on a size 1 Gamakatsu round bend hook. That's what I'm using for hooks. Ow. So when you hold it like that, unimpeded spinach from the blade, but when you hold it like that, totally impeded spinach. So we'll see what it does in the test tank. 1.5 ounce. I'm just gonna use my 1 ounce rod for this. Let's cross our fingers and hope it's not green in here. Oh, it's nice and clear. Doesn't even stink. Nice fresh test tank. That's been sitting for a week with just a filter. There's no chemicals in there. And it's very clean. Plops in the water and sits upright immediately. Dude, that blade chops. That initial go has the body doing this crazy trying to figure out what to do thing. I am not gonna reduce the size of that blade. I might try the 4 blade though. Yeah, it definitely still has body roll. But this might end up looking more just like a tail spinner that runs at a very specific depth, like just a few feet, and be consistently reeled in. It doesn't have a ton of wobble. It's just a little shimmy. Let's give the 4 blade a try. You know what? Never mind. This is gonna have to be for a different build because the screw eye doesn't even fit through that tiny hole. I need a wire, some sort of wire connection for this in the future. Oh well. I glued that screw eye in, so it's in there forever now. We got a big old prop crank. A little bit of body roll, a bunch of choppiness on the back. We might get a pike. Let's go get a pike. Man, that looks a lot better in the sunlight. Okay, we're here at the ditch with a big old proppy crankbait. About the best opportunity for pike that I could possibly think of right here. That sounds amazing. Just hoping to feel a massive thwack. Fish on. We got our thwack. What is it? What do you know? It's a bass. What do you know? It's official. Bass like diving crankbaits with props on the back. I think that was already pretty well known. B3. At the backwaters. There are 40-inch pike in here. Just a wonderful body of water connected to a river. That is a fish. That is another bass. Of course. Okay, even more official. Bigger bass. This one's over 2. I'd say that's definitely over 2. Likes diving crankbaits with props on them. Props on the back. Be free. Woo! You could tell that that one came out of a river. Nice and feisty. It's catching fish. This bait's not a pushover. It catches fish. But unfortunately, that was all the fish we caught. Our first pike of the year eludes us still. It's kind of cold, kind of windy. Where's the chopper? Was a fun bait to fish with. It was fun waiting for a thwack on this thing, reeling it nice and steady, kind of confident in it, expecting the thwack. It was good. Got a couple thwacks, it's good. Come on, come on, come inside. I think there's some people that I owe baits to, so I'm gonna give this to somebody probably. And this one went super abstract, artsy fartsy on the gill pattern and the eyeball with the bloodshotness, and copper, scraggly lateral line, like blotches of color, but depth to the color at the same time. That's a strange one, but a good one. What else? If you're ever injured in an accident, check out Morgan & Morgan. Go to forthepeople.com. Submit your claim in 8 clicks or less. Don't have to leave your couch. You can dial pound law. That's pound 529 from your cell phone even. Check them out. On to the next bait.